Aging does a real number on our skin, doesn't it? I'm 74, and actually, I'm pretty pleased with the condition of my skin, considering my age. But really, I started very young to take care of it and never let up. So I think the results are now paying off. Would you like to know what I did? Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Sandy from Sandy Over 70. Thanks for watching. I hope if you like it, you'll consider subscribing to my channel. I am a fair-skinned person. I never thought much about my skin. And when I was 21, I moved to South Florida, where everyone spent hours on the beach. I guess it's fortunate that I never enjoyed laying on the beach. I found it extremely boring, and try as I might, I just could not lay there in the sun. And that is a blessing, because some of my friends have the results of that sun worship, and I don't believe I have too much of it. When I was 25, I noticed that there was a modeling school on Las Olas Boulevard in Fort Lauderdale. It was called John Robert Powers, and they were offering an 8-week course in self-improvement. And I thought, boy, that sounds like fun, and I can always use that. And so I signed up, and it was really life-changing. There were women of all ages in the class, and it was taught by the John Robert Powers models. We did everything. We had one class on makeup. We had a class on fashion. We had a class on dieting and what to eat. And we had a class on how to walk a runway, because at the end of the 8-week session, we actually did walk, across the room or whatever it was, with our new look and our new clothes. So they took before and after pictures, and boy, do I wish I had them, but they did not give them to us. Because at that time, and this is in the 70s now, at that particular time, and this was the early 70s, the fashion had gone to midi skirts and boots and things like that. I know that I was wearing a longer skirt in the after photo. They even had a class on deportment and how to dine, how to eat out, manners. It was really great. But there's one thing that stands out from the course, and that is that the models told us that they would take a vitamin E capsule, take a pen, prick it, and take the vitamin E oil and rub it under their eyes. And so I did too. I did that for years. Now, at 25, who has a problem with their eyes? My eyes looked great. I don't know. I had the foresight to think ahead. I did it until they came out with a bottle of vitamin E oil that you could buy in the drugstore, and I switched to that, and I used it for years. I really think it helped with keeping wrinkles away from my eyes. Okay, the next thing that happened as far as skincare was that I developed adult onset acne. So I went to a dermatologist, and they put me on antibiotics, and they didn't really have anything else at that time. But then a new drug came out called Retin A, which was supposed to be wonderful for acne. And so I was prescribed the Retin A, and I used it for years, and it really worked. It worked for the acne. But somewhere along the line, they discovered that it also helped skin remain youthful and prevented wrinkles. What luck! So after a while, they came out with a lesser strength that was over the counter, and it was called retinol. So after my acne more or less cleared up, I just wanted to keep using that anti-wrinkle cream. So I used retinol for years. Eventually, I stopped using the retinol because as I aged, my skin went from oily to drier. I won't say it was really dry, but it was definitely drier, and I felt the retinol wasn't helping. It was just making it drier. So I stopped using that, and that's when I switched to the Clinique program. And they had a 3-step program where you use their facial soap, their clarifying lotion, and their skin lotion. Well, when I had gone to the dermatologist, they had told me to use Purpose Facial Cleaner. It's a liquid cleaner on my face because it's extremely gentle. And I'd been using that for years, so I saw no reason to switch to the Clinique product, and I never have unless I get a sample of it. So I continued with the Purpose, and I started using the clarifying lotion, which is like an astringent. It must have alcohol in it because it makes your face kind of pink, really, and you can feel it tingling. So I bought the Dramatically Different moisturizing lotion, and I started using those 3 products morning and night. Very simple skincare, and I think it worked really well for many years. But then wrinkles started appearing, and so I went to the Clinique counter. I said, what do you suggest? They have a product called Repair Wear. So I bought that. There's a Repair Wear with sunblock that I use during the day, and there's a Repair Wear that doesn't have the sunblock, and I use that at night. And in addition, they have Repair Wear for under the eyes. And so I added those 3 products to my regimen. So the way I take care of my skin now, and have been for years, is that in the morning, I wash with Purpose soap. I use the clarifying lotion. Then I use Dramatically Different moisturizing lotion. Then I put the Repair Wear, I dab it under my eyes, and I put the Repair Wear for daytime with the SPF onto my skin. It doesn't take long at all. It's very fast. In fact, I have a video that shows how I do my skincare and my makeup in 5 minutes. That's all I spend. And in the evening, I wash my face again with the Purpose Facial Cleanser. I use the clarifying lotion. I use the Dramatically Different moisture lotion. I put on the Repair Wear under my eyes and the Repair Wear without the sunblock on my skin. And that's what I use. I use it every single day. I never miss. And I'm really very pleased with the results. I have on occasion gotten facials, but I haven't had one in years, especially with the pandemic. I haven't done a lot of things that I used to do. But I think a facial is probably a very good idea, and hopefully I'll have one again someday. But that's what I do. And I think that the fact that I started with that vitamin E at age 25, that really helped me set up a lifetime skin plan. Now, here's another thing that happened that really was a focal point in changing my skincare plan. I don't know how old I was, but I'm thinking maybe late 30s. I don't know. Or 40s. I don't know. I don't remember. I just remember the moment. I was standing in line where I worked at a large medical center. I'd gone to one of the takeout lunch places, and I was standing in line waiting for my lunch. And I must have started talking to the person next to me who was a dermatologist. And he looked at me and he said, "You already have sun damage on your face. You should wear sunblock all the time." And I was really taken aback because we weren't talking about my face, but I said, oh, and at first I was like, ooh, I have a damaged face. Ooh, how insulting. But I thought about it not too long, actually, and decided he was right and wore sunblock from that moment on every day. Now, as I described, the current sunblock that I'm using is in the repair wear. But before I started the repair wear, I bought a drugstore lotion that had sunblock in it. And also, when I go to the beach, which is really rare, I make sure that I use the highest SPF that I can find for my face and my whole body, actually. So that was another pivotal point in skin care. And I know we're always told to stay out of the sun, but it really makes a huge difference. I lived in South Florida in the Miami area for 33 years. When I went for my first dermatology screening with a doctor, they couldn't believe that I actually lived in that intense sun for 33 years and I didn't have a skin cancer. Well, eventually I did get a skin cancer about 3-4 years ago, but it wasn't on my face. It was right here on my chest. So I do get screened every year, and watching carefully because I do have fair skin. There's sun here. So that's my skincare regimen, and I hope that maybe something in it will be helpful to you. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, I hope you'll give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Have a great day.